Hello, I'm Todd Zakryzik, Director of the Faculty Center for Innovative Teaching at Central Michigan University. Welcome to another session of Take 5 for Teaching, a 5-minute video on tips and techniques for better student learning. Today's topic is based on Chickering and Gamson's 7 Principles of Good Practice in Undergraduate Education. In March of 1987, the American Association of Higher Education first published these 7 principles. The principles are a meta-analysis of over 50 years of research on good teaching principles. They were done by Arthur Chickering and Zelda Gamson. They continue to be widely accepted as a solid foundation for good teaching and student learning. Now, this Take 5 is devoted to the second principle. Good practice encourages cooperation and reciprocity among students. Sharing one's own ideas, hearing the ideas of others, and responding to others' reactions and impressions improves thinking and deepens understanding. Following are a dozen ideas for you to consider in getting students to work collaboratively. First, start in the very first class period with activities for students to become acquainted with one another. There are many good icebreakers out there, and they are particularly useful when they pertain specifically to your class. For example, in a chemistry class, have students select their favorite element, then tell classmates a bit about themselves and why that is their favorite element. Another idea is to encourage students to work in groups when studying for exams. Research indicates students do better on exams when they do study in groups. So help them to organize study groups to get them started. A third idea is to encourage students to join a student organization or group, especially if it pertains to their major. Many disciplines have student honor societies. Encourage your students to join those societies, and if you don't normally do so, go to the first meeting to show support. You could also create group projects. There are many factors that go into group projects that you should consider, but do consider having students work in groups. A fifth idea is to encourage the use of tutoring and writing centers, particularly when the students can receive peer feedback. You could also set up peer feedback in your own class assignments. A sixth idea, have students do group presentations. When setting up these projects, think about the amount of structure they may need so students better understand how to work together. This is particularly true in introductory level courses. You could set up wikis or blogs or something else in your course to get students to communicate with one another electronically. Students can work together on the project from the comfort of their very own home or from the library. An eighth idea, use short collaborative learning tasks in class and encourage students to move about the room to work with different students. The right pair share is a great way to do this. Sometimes when students need to move about and wake up in the class, I have them actually do a standing right pair share, where they simply stand up and talk to one another. A ninth idea, have fun in class by creating academic games such as Jeopardy, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or Deal or No Deal. 10th idea, model collaboration for your own students. If you are working on a joint research project with a colleague, talk about the value of working with that colleague. Another idea is to have a question and answer time, where students provide the questions and the answers. Offer small prizes or encouragements to have students answer the questions from one another. Finally, show students grading rubrics and scoring criteria so they realize that one person doing well in the class does not decrease the probability of another person doing well. That is, show them that they can work together for a true win-win. Getting students to work together and getting to know one another will result in better student learning. Students will be more interested in the class when they really know their colleagues. They will also be more willing to take risks and more receptive to new information from those they know and trust. Obviously, some of these suggestions will work better for you than others. The idea is to be mindful and think about the ways you can increase cooperation and reciprocity among your students. If you would like additional information about this topic, please call Facet at 774-3615 and ask for me, Todd Zakryzik, and I can clarify or expand on any of the items mentioned previously. I also have a few more ideas. Thank you.